Hidden beneath the vast, sun-baked sands of ancient Peru, a powerful civilization once thrived. They were the Moche, masters of the desert, creators of pyramids, and artisans of unparalleled skill. For centuries, their story lay silent. But what if these echoes from the past could speak to us? What if we could peel back the layers of time to reveal their secrets? Prepare to embark on an extraordinary journey. We will explore a culture that built monumental structures from adobe bricks, whose art captured life with astonishing realism. We will delve into their complex society, their rich spiritual world, and their incredible ingenuity. From the towering huacas that pierce the desert sky to the intricate pottery that speaks volumes about their world. The Moche left behind a breathtaking legacy, a testament to their brilliance. But their tale also holds a profound mystery. What led to the disappearance of this formidable civilization? How could such a vibrant culture vanish, leaving only whispers in the wind? Join us as we seek to uncover these answers, brick by adobe brick, artifact by artifact. If you're as fascinated by the mysteries of ancient civilizations as we are, make sure to subscribe. Don't miss a single moment of this captivating exploration. Hit that subscribe button, and let's unlock the enigma of the Moche together, right here, right now. From the desert floor of the Moche Valley rise two colossal structures. These are the Huaca del Sol and Huaca de la Luna, monumental adobe pyramids that dominated the Moche landscape. They stand as enduring testaments to an advanced civilization. Imagine the scale of ambition required to build such giants. The Huaca del Sol, or Pyramid of the Sun, was once the largest Pre-Columbian adobe structure in Peru. It's estimated to have used over 130 million adobe bricks. Think about that for a moment. 130 million bricks, each likely made and laid by hand. This was not merely construction. It was a feat of immense societal organization and labor. It speaks volumes about the power of their rulers. The Huaca del Sol primarily served as an administrative and political center. Its sheer size would have projected the authority and might of the Moche leaders far and wide. It was a tangible symbol of their dominion. Across a vast plaza lies its counterpart, the Huaca de la Luna, or Pyramid of the Moon. While smaller in footprint, its significance was arguably even greater. This was the spiritual and ceremonial heart of the Moche world. Unlike the rough exterior of the Huaca del Sol, the Huaca de la Luna was adorned with vibrant murals. These intricate paintings, meticulously preserved within its successive layers, depict deities, rituals, and fearsome warriors. Each layer of the Huaca de la Luna reveals a new iteration of its sacred purpose. As the Moche expanded and evolved, they would ritually bury older structures. They then built new, larger ones on top, preserving the past within the present. These murals are a direct window into the Moche cosmos. They show the decapitator god, Ai Apaec, a central and terrifying figure in their pantheon. We also see ritual combat, human sacrifice, and processions of richly dressed individuals. The precision of the adobe bricks, each often bearing a distinct maker's mark, suggests a highly organized workforce. It points to a sophisticated system of tribute and labor. Thousands of individuals contributed to these sacred mountains of earth. These pyramids were more than just buildings, they were living landscapes. They were places where the Moche enacted their profound beliefs. They cemented their social hierarchy, and they communicated with the very gods they revered. The Huaca del Sol and Huaca de la Luna continue to reveal their secrets through ongoing archaeological efforts. They offer us a tantalizing glimpse into the heart of a civilization that mastered its environment and shaped its destiny in adobe. As we delve deeper into the Moche world, One art form truly captures their essence, their ceramics. The Moche were not just potters. They were master storytellers, historians, and portrait artists, all through the medium of clay. Their pottery is, quite simply, unparalleled in the ancient Americas. What makes Moche pottery so extraordinary? It's their incredible realism, their boundless variety, and their astonishing narrative power. These aren't just decorative vessels. They are vivid snapshots of a lost civilization, frozen in time. Imagine holding a portrait vessel in your hands. It might be the detailed face of a Moche warrior, his expression intense and individual. Or perhaps a wise elder, lines etched by time on his brow. These aren't generic representations. They are often distinct, almost photographic depictions of real people. This level of individual portraiture is almost unheard of in ancient art. It suggests a society that valued individual identity, even within its complex hierarchies. Through these faces, we feel a connection across millennia, a haunting glimpse into their very souls. But the Moche didn't stop at portraits. Their pottery acted as a comprehensive encyclopedia of their world. We find vessels depicting intricate daily life, farmers tending crops, fishermen casting nets from reed boats, and women weaving textiles. Then there are the elaborate ceremonial scenes. We see ritual sacrifices, often graphic and intense, showing the profound spiritual beliefs that govern their lives. Shamans communicate with the spirit world, and powerful deities receive offerings. Their fineline pottery is another marvel. These are complex, narrative scenes painted with incredible detail, often illustrating myths, historical events, or ritual sequences. Each line tells a story, each motif holds a deeper meaning. The Moche also crafted stirrup spout vessels, a distinctive form where two spouts merge into a single, stirrup-shaped handle. This design was not just aesthetic, it was functional, minimizing evaporation in the arid desert climate. We learn so much from these ceramic masterpieces. They reveal their clothing, their jewelry, their weaponry, and even their physical appearance. We see their hairstyles, their tattoos, and the tools they used for hunting, fishing, and farming. Through their pottery, we gain insights into Moche metallurgy, as they depict artisans working with copper and gold. We witness their social stratification, observing the distinctions between commoners, warriors, priests, and rulers. Even the animal kingdom found its place in Moche art. Frogs, birds, jaguars, and owls are depicted with lifelike precision, often imbued with symbolic meaning. These animals were not just part of their environment, they were part of their spiritual cosmology. Consider the sheer volume and quality of these artifacts. Thousands of Moche ceramic pieces have been unearthed, each providing another piece of the puzzle. They are found not only in tombs, but also in ritual deposits and domestic settings. The vibrant colors, though faded by time, hint at the original splendor of their work. Red, cream, black, and orange pigments were used to bring these clay narratives to life, making them visually striking as well as informative. Moche pottery wasn't simply art for art's sake. It was a powerful tool for communication, for religious instruction, and for reinforcing social order. It was a tangible link between the human world and the divine. As we examine these incredible pieces, we begin to piece together the tapestry of Moche life. We understand their fears, their aspirations, their daily struggles, and their triumphs. Their voices, though silent, speak volumes through their clay. The legacy of Moche pottery reminds us of the universal human impulse to create. It reminds us of the power of art to transcend time. It allows us to connect with a people who lived more than 1,000 years ago. Their ceramic vessels are not just museum pieces. They are dynamic records, waiting for us to interpret their stories. They invite us to listen to the echoes of a sophisticated civilization, a civilization that communicated through a canvas of clay. To truly understand the Moche, we must venture beyond their impressive structures and captivating pottery. We must explore the intricate tapestry of their spiritual world, a realm where ritual and belief permeated every aspect of existence. Their art offers us a profound glimpse into this sacred dimension. The Moche cosmos was rich with powerful deities, formidable ancestors, and a deep connection to the natural world. Central to their pantheon was the Ai Apaec, often depicted as a fearsome, fanged anthropomorphic being. He was the decapitator god, a deity associated with sacrifice, creation, and agricultural fertility. Ai Apaec's presence is pervasive in Moche art, appearing on murals, pottery, and metalwork. His portrayal underscores the Moche's understanding of life and death as intertwined forces, where sacrifice was essential for renewal and the continuation of the cosmic order. Moche rituals were elaborate and often dramatic. Evidence from archaeological sites, particularly the Huaca de la Luna, points to ceremonies involving human sacrifice. These were not random acts of violence but highly structured events, deeply embedded in their religious framework. Imagine a grand procession ascending the pyramid, accompanied by the sounds of flutes and drums. Captives, often warriors from defeated groups, would be brought before the Moche elite and deities. These sacrifices were believed to appease the gods, ensure agricultural abundance, and maintain cosmic balance. The warrior priest played a pivotal role in these rituals. Adorned in elaborate regalia of gold, silver, and feathers, these figures were the intermediaries between the human and divine worlds. They led ceremonies, performed sacrifices, and interpreted the will of the gods. Their elevated status is vividly demonstrated by the richness of their burials, such as the famous Lord of Sipán, whom we will explore in a later chapter. These individuals embodied both political and spiritual authority, reinforcing the intertwined nature of power in Moche society. The Moche also held a profound reverence for their ancestors. Burial practices were meticulous, reflecting a belief in an afterlife and the continued influence of the deceased. Tombs were often filled with grave goods, provisions for the journey to the next world, and symbols of the individual's status. The concept of transformation was also significant. Moche art frequently depicts shamans or individuals undergoing metamorphosis, often into animal forms like owls or jaguars. This suggests a belief in spiritual journeys and the ability to transcend ordinary reality to commune with the spirit world. Their spiritual beliefs were inextricably linked to the natural cycles. The El Niño phenomenon, with its devastating floods and droughts, was a powerful and unpredictable force that shaped their lives. It's likely that many rituals were performed to either avert or recover from its destructive power. Offerings to the gods and ancestors were diverse, ranging from precious metals and textiles to food and coca leaves. These acts of devotion were crucial for maintaining harmony with the spiritual realm and ensuring the prosperity of their communities. The Moche's understanding of the cosmos was reflected in their architecture and urban planning. The layout of their ceremonial centers, the orientation of their pyramids, and the symbolism in their art all reveal a deliberate attempt to align their earthly existence with the celestial and spiritual. Through their intricate rituals and profound beliefs, the Moche sought to navigate a world that was both bountiful and perilous. They aimed to secure divine favor, assert their dominance, and ensure the eternal continuation of their people and their way of life. The echoes of their ceremonies still resonate through the archaeological record, inviting us to contemplate the enduring power of faith and the human quest for meaning in a complex world. The Moche's spiritual journey was as rich and vibrant as their art. The Moche inhabited a challenging environment, a narrow coastal desert strip flanked by the Pacific Ocean and the towering Andes. Yet they didn't just survive, they flourished, transforming their arid landscape into a fertile breadbasket. This mastery was a testament to their incredible ingenuity and engineering prowess. At the heart of their agricultural success lay an intricate system of irrigation canals. The Moche diverted water from rivers fed by Andean snowmelt, channeling it across vast distances to cultivate crops in the parched desert. These canals were not simple ditches. Some stretched for dozens of miles, requiring sophisticated planning and construction. Imagine the foresight and coordination needed to design and maintain such an extensive network. These canals transformed barren land into productive fields, allowing them to grow staples like maize, beans, squash, and potatoes. They also cultivated cotton, a vital resource for textiles. This ability to control and distribute water was fundamental to their power and prosperity. It supported a large, dense population and generated agricultural surpluses that underpinned their complex society. Without this mastery of water management, the Moche civilization could not have thrived. But the Moche were not solely farmers. The vast Pacific Ocean, rich with marine life, was another crucial resource. They were expert fishermen, utilizing sophisticated techniques and specialized watercraft. Their signature vessel was the Caballito de Tatara, or Little Reed Horse. These small, agile boats made from bundles of Tatara reeds are still used by fishermen in Peru today. They allowed the Moche to navigate coastal waters and harvest a bounty of fish, shellfish, and even sea lions. Moche art often depicts these fishermen, showing them skillfully paddling their caballitos, sometimes with nets or harpoons. This provides us with invaluable insights into their daily routines and their close relationship with the sea. Beyond agriculture and fishing, the Moche displayed remarkable craftsmanship in various materials. They were adept metallurgists, working with gold, silver, copper, and alloys like tumbaga. Their metalwork, often adorned with intricate designs, ranged from ceremonial masks to elaborate jewelry and weaponry. They mastered techniques such as repoussé, gilding, and lost wax casting, creating stunning and complex pieces. These precious objects were not just ornamental. They served as powerful symbols of status, authority, and spiritual connection for the Moche elite. Their architectural achievements, as seen in the Huaca del Sol and Huaca de la Luna, also showcase their engineering capabilities. Building with millions of adobe bricks required not only immense labor, but also a deep understanding of structural integrity and logistics. The Moche also demonstrated skill in textile production. Although few textiles survive due to the arid climate, we see evidence of their weaving in their ceramic depictions. Cotton was spun and woven into elaborate fabrics, likely adorned with vibrant dyes and complex patterns. This multifaceted approach to resource management and technological innovation allowed the Moche to create a highly specialized and hierarchical society. They were masters of their environment, constantly adapting and innovating to harness its resources. Their legacy stands as a powerful reminder of human ingenuity in the face of environmental challenges. The Moche transformed their landscape through sheer will and intelligence, leaving behind a testament to their profound connection with both the land and the sea. The Moche were not merely skilled artisans and ingenious engineers. They were also a society shaped by warfare. Evidence from their art and archaeological sites reveals a powerful warrior elite at the core of their state. Conflict, conquest, and ritual sacrifice were integral components of their formidable culture. Moche art vividly depicts their warriors, muscular, adorned with elaborate helmets, nose ornaments, and shields. They wielded various weapons, including macanas, heavy clubs with star-shaped heads, spears, and spear throwers known as atlatls. Warfare served multiple purposes for the Moche. It was a means of expanding their territory, controlling valuable resources, and acquiring captives. These captives, as we've discussed, played a critical role in their elaborate ritual sacrifices. The Moche did not engage in total annihilation. Instead, their warfare often focused on ritualized combat. Imagine battles where the goal was not to kill outright, but to capture opponents alive. These captured warriors were then brought back for ceremonial purposes. Depictions on their pottery show these combat scenes in painstaking detail. We see warriors locked in fierce hand-to-hand combat, their elaborate attire indicating their status. The losing warrior would often be stripped of his clothing and bound, signifying his defeat and impending fate. Archaeological discoveries support these artistic representations. At sites like the Huaca de la Luna, evidence of human remains with perimortem injuries consistent with ritual sacrifice has been found. These individuals were often young adult males, matching the profile of captured warriors. The sacrifice ceremonies were complex and dramatic events, often involving the extraction of blood, which was then offered to the gods. This act was seen as vital for appeasing deities like Ai Apaec and ensuring the continued fertility and prosperity of the Moche people. The warrior elite held immense prestige and power. Their valor in battle, combined with their participation in sacred rituals, solidified their position at the top of Moche society. They were likely seen as direct agents of divine will. Their power was visually reinforced through their elaborate regalia. Helmets might be topped with fierce animal effigies, and their clothing would be richly embroidered. This attire was not just for protection. It projected their authority and status to both allies and enemies. Fortified settlements and strategic outposts indicate a conscious effort to defend Moche territories. While their primary focus might have been ritualized conflict, they were undoubtedly capable of engaging in larger-scale defensive and offensive operations. The constant need for captives for sacrifice, as well as the acquisition of resources, likely fueled ongoing tensions and conflicts with neighboring groups. This dynamic landscape of alliances and rivalries shaped the political geography of the Moche region. The Moche state was a martial society, where the cult of the warrior and the practice of sacrifice were deeply intertwined with their religious beliefs and political structure. This complex system maintained order, reinforced hierarchies, and ensured the flow of vital spiritual energy. Understanding the role of warfare and sacrifice is crucial to grasping the full scope of Moche civilization. It reveals a sophisticated, yet often brutal, aspect of their culture that underpinned their power and profoundly influenced their artistic expressions. For centuries, the Moche's greatest secrets lay hidden beneath layers of sand and earth. But in the late 1980s, a groundbreaking discovery changed everything. The unearthing of the Lord of Sipán's tomb provided an unprecedented window into the lives of the Moche elite. In 1987, near the town of Sipán, archaeologists discovered a burial chamber unlike any seen before. It was the undisturbed tomb of a Moche ruler, now known as the Lord of Sipán. This was the first intact royal tomb found in the Americas. Imagine the awe and excitement of that moment. Here lay a figure, surrounded by unimaginable wealth and power, preserved for over 1,500 years. The sheer quantity and quality of the grave goods were astonishing. The Lord of Sipán was buried with an array of gold and silver ornaments, elaborate ear spools, necklaces of intricately cast beads, a large, ornate mask, and a stunning golden headdress. His chest was covered in shell and copper pectorals. These objects weren't just beautiful, They were symbolic. They reflected his high status, his connection to the divine, and his role as a powerful warrior priest. Each piece of jewelry told a story of Moche cosmology and social order. Beyond the precious metals, the tomb contained a wealth of other artifacts. There were hundreds of ceramic vessels, some filled with food and drink for the journey to the afterlife. Fine textiles, though largely deteriorated, hinted at their original splendor. What truly set this tomb apart was the presence of sacrificial companions. The Lord of Sipán was not alone in death. He was accompanied by a young woman, 2 male warriors, and a child. There was also a dog, a llama, and a guardian with amputated feet, perhaps to ensure he could never abandon his post. These accompanying burials provide chilling insights into Moche beliefs about the afterlife and the power of their rulers. They suggest a profound belief that the elite would continue their earthly life, attended by their retinue, in the spiritual realm. The meticulous arrangement of the body and offerings also speaks volumes. Every item was carefully placed, reflecting a precise understanding of ritual and symbolism. The Lord of Sipán was laid out in full regalia, ready for his eternal journey. The discovery of the Lord of Sipán had an immense impact. It confirmed many of the interpretations drawn from Moche art, suddenly bringing the vivid depictions of warriors and priests to life. It showed that the scenes on their pottery were not just myths, but reflections of their lived reality. Since Sipán, other elite Moche tombs have been discovered, including the Lady of Cow, a powerful female ruler. Her tomb, found in 2005, further diversified our understanding of Moche leadership, revealing women could also hold significant power. These royal burials are invaluable time capsules. They allow archaeologists to reconstruct aspects of Moche society that would otherwise be lost. We learn about their social hierarchies, their burial customs, their metallurgy, and their spiritual world. The unearthing of the Moche elite's tombs has revolutionized our understanding of this ancient civilization. They are not just collections of artifacts. They are windows into the soul of a people, revealing their beliefs, their power, and their profound connection to the sacred. These discoveries continue to inspire awe and further research, ensuring that the legacy of the Moche and their remarkable rulers will continue to resonate for generations to come. The Moche civilization, once so vibrant and powerful, eventually faded into the annals of history. Their grand pyramids and intricate pottery were left to the encroaching sands. What caused the decline and eventual disappearance of such a sophisticated culture? The answer is complex, woven from environmental shifts, internal strife, and possibly external pressures. One of the most compelling theories points to devastating environmental changes. The Moche region is highly susceptible to El Niño Southern Oscillation, ENSO, events. While regular El Niños bring fertile rains, extreme events can cause catastrophic flooding, followed by prolonged droughts. Imagine relentless downpours turning the arid landscape into a destructive torrent, washing away irrigation canals and devastating crops. Following this, years of drought would render the land barren, leading to widespread famine and disease. Such extreme climatic shifts would have severely stressed the Moche agricultural system, their very lifeline. Repeated and severe El Niño events could have disrupted their societal structure, eroding faith in their leaders, particularly the warrior priests who claimed to mediate with the gods for prosperity. If the gods seemed to abandon them, why follow their earthly representatives? Another contributing factor could have been internal conflict and societal breakdown. As resources dwindled due to environmental pressures, competition for fertile land and dwindling water supplies would have intensified. This could have led to civil unrest, rebellions, and infighting between different Moche valleys or ruling factions. Archaeological evidence sometimes points to defensive structures built late in the Moche period, suggesting increasing insecurity. The Huaca del Sol, for example, shows signs of erosion from torrential rains and deliberate defacement, possibly during a period of internal turmoil. It is also possible that external pressures played a role. While the Moche were a dominant force for centuries, the rise of new, powerful groups in the Andes could have exerted pressure on their borders. While not a sudden invasion, prolonged low-level conflict could have weakened their state over time. For instance, the Wari Empire, a rising power from the highlands, expanded its influence across Peru during the late Moche period. While direct conquest isn't definitively proven, Wari influence, perhaps through trade or cultural exchange, could have contributed to the Moche's gradual decentralization. It's crucial to understand that the Moche didn't simply vanish overnight. Their decline was likely a gradual process, spanning generations, a complex interplay of multiple factors. A series of devastating El Niño events could have weakened them, making them more vulnerable to internal dissent or external pressures. As their centralized power waned, smaller Moche communities might have become more isolated, losing the cohesion that once united them. The grand irrigation systems, requiring constant maintenance and centralized control, could have fallen into disrepair. The rich artistic traditions also seemed to decline in quality and quantity in the later Moche phases. This shift might reflect a society struggling to maintain its former glory, diverting resources from grand artistic projects to sheer survival. Ultimately, the Moche didn't entirely disappear. Their cultural traditions and technological innovations were likely absorbed and adapted by subsequent cultures in the region. Their legacy continued, even as their distinct political entity dissolved. The whispers of their decline serve as a poignant reminder of the fragility of even the most powerful civilizations in the face of overwhelming environmental forces and internal strife. The Moche story is a powerful lesson from the sands of time. Paso 2, Desarrollo del Capítulo. Capítulo Nueva, Enduring Legacy, the Moche's footprint on history. Though the Moche civilization eventually faded, their influence did not. Their footprint on history, particularly in ancient Peru, is profound and enduring. Many of their innovations, artistic styles, and societal structures laid foundations for subsequent Andean cultures, shaping the future of the region long after their own decline. Consider their unparalleled irrigation systems. The Moche's mastery of water management was a monumental achievement, allowing flourishing agriculture in a challenging desert environment. These sophisticated engineering techniques were adopted and refined by later civilizations, becoming a cornerstone of agricultural success in the arid coastal valleys for centuries. Their artistic legacy is equally powerful. The incredible realism and narrative complexity of Moche pottery, particularly their portrait vessels and fineline drawings, set a high standard for artistic expression in the Andes. Later cultures, while developing their own distinct styles, often drew inspiration from the Moche's ability to capture human emotion and detailed scenes of daily life and myth. The Moche's advancements in metallurgy were also remarkable. Their techniques for working with gold, silver, and copper, including gilding, repousse, and lost wax casting, were highly sophisticated. These methods were passed down and continued to evolve, influencing the metalwork of the Wari, Chimu, and even the mighty Inca Empire. The intricate gold and silver artifacts of later periods owe a debt to Moche innovation. Their political and religious structures, too, left a lasting mark. The concept of powerful warrior priests, combining both secular and sacred authority, resonated through subsequent Andean societies. The Moche's elaborate ceremonial centers, and their focus on ritual sacrifice as a means of maintaining cosmic order also influenced later belief systems and practices. Archaeological sites like the Huaca del Sol and Huaca de la Luna continue to be vital laboratories for understanding ancient civilizations. They offer invaluable insights into pre-Inca societies, providing context for the achievements of cultures that followed. The ongoing research at these sites continues to reveal new details, deepening our appreciation for Moche complexity. The Moche story is a compelling reminder that even civilizations that vanish leave an indelible legacy. Their ingenuity in adapting to their environment, their artistic brilliance, and their complex societal organization continue to inspire awe and study. They paved the way for the rich tapestry of Andean history, contributing threads that would be woven into the fabric of cultures yet to come. Their existence reshaped the landscape, their art captured a vibrant world, and their innovations propelled the region forward. The Moche were indeed masters of their time, and their echoes still resonate across the vast deserts of Peru. So, as we conclude our journey into the world of the Moche, remember the enduring power of history. Every ancient civilization, even those that seem lost to time, holds valuable lessons and fascinating stories waiting to be discovered. If you found this journey as captivating as we did, consider subscribing to our channel. Join our community of history enthusiasts, and let's continue to uncover the mysteries of the past together. Your support helps us bring more of these incredible stories to life.